Is there something I can do for you? A heathen. Lovely. Oh, don't put on that angry look. I'm just teasing you. Dibella is the divine of beauty. She is a patron deity to artists and bards and those who seek life's simple pleasures. The temple offers her blessings to pilgrims, and instruction in enjoying all life has to offer. Well, you are lovely to look at, and there's so many things I could teach you, but I'm afraid the temple isn't taking in new students. The sisters are communing with Dibella. They can't be disturbed. You'll have to come back another time.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. The old form of wisdom. I consider it.
Bit of jewelry for your journey home? Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my skin.
I plead for the people of the Reach! The old God! You've stepped on us long enough! Glory to the Forsworn! I die for my people. Everyone, stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future, for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. No. I was just getting some No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at... My note. No, that's yours. Must have fallen out of your pocket. All right, then.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me. She's a traveler from the Imperial City. Came by every day looking for jewelry for her relatives back home. Why would anyone want to kill her? Doesn't make any sense. What's happening to this city?
We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. That's right. It isn't. I'll take my leave then.
Margaret, he killed her.
Did you see that, madman? A Forsworn agent, here in the city. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the Forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. This has ruined my entire day.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in front of me.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. Frobby, our customer needs a drink.
Too lazy to give him a drink yourself. You want a drink? Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both? I should remind Klepper to clean this place up. I should remind Klepper to clean this place up.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
You don't know anything about this house?
No.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, legal rites and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. Be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here. Recently. But the people... I ask and say no one enters or leaves. Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, we're getting to the bottom of this. Come out! We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. Stendar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
You first. Come on. Let's go. We're getting out of here. Now. Get out of my head, Daedra.
You kill, or you will die.
I can't die here. Daedra. Well done.
fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here. Recently. But the people I asked say no one enters or leaves. Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, we're getting to the bottom of this. Come out! You know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open.
Skindar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
Let's go.
Get out of my head.
Kill or you will die.
I can't die here. Daedra has this hand. You or me.
Well, well.
Victory is yours. I submit.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you further down.
I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane? Lead on.
Yes, further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting. Fool! Did you think Molegbal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak! Rusted, dry. There was a time when this mace dripped with the blood of the feeble and the worthless. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrated, left it here to decay, until you came. Revenge? No, I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing, captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
Bloody enough for you, outsider? Markarth, is it bloody enough for you? If I was threatening you, believe me, you'd know it. You outsiders never learn. If the Forsworn don't get you, the guards will throw you in Sidna mine to work your fingers off. Think that's water in the river? Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth, friend. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners that dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. No, I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. Yeah.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a Forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Waylon and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Waylon, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Let me know as soon as you found anything. Looks like you weren't followed. Good.
Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hofbrook. It's a thing that's not happening.
Tacitus, what is this?
An ale?
Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would call it useless. Look how brittle the metal is.
I'm sorry. I just... Well, the forge gets so hot.
You thought what? You would skip a step, not heat the metal all the way through? Jesus. Now do it again.
I've got your back. How can I serve you, my friend? Let's get going then.
I'm Boris' assistant.
Got an axe here. Good for cleaving up Forsworn. Tacitus? Boy's an Imperial. I keep showing him how to treat the iron, but he never gets it. In the Legion, the Imperial smiths used to read books when they couldn't set their hammers straight. Wisdom of the old, I guess. If you find a book called The Last Scabbard of Achnus, could you bring it to me? Tacitus sure isn't learning by example. Thanks. The finest weapons and armor. All right. How about some armor? It's an honorable craft. I'll show you what I can.
Forza is the one you should ask if you need anything.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? Who among us could possibly know?
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
Someone was attacked in the market.
Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth.
And the noble, perfect Forsworn target.
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Not Forsworn.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. We'll see. This is your last warning, outsider. We keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
Ugh, you're the most disgusting I've ever seen.
What am I supposed to do?
The guard should
Never
take you
leave the
away.
house? You want that
The
ending?
only people I offend are
You're
kids
closing
who
the
are
stall.
cleaning up
That's
gold
fine.
coin.
You want to give up now? Out of
With me
fear?
when I
Is
throw it
that
at
what
their
we're going to
faces.
teach our daughter?
If you ever think of throwing me to fear, I will have you dragged off to Cinnamine
We're not
so
fighting,
fast the
we're
guards
just-
will yank those filthy arms of yours off.
I'd get you something to eat.
What do I do to
Mama
deserve
and Papa
such
will talk
hatred?
later.
Give people good food at good prices, and all they do is insult you.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here. I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. No, he isn't. Go. Go right ahead then. Don't let me keep you. I have records I need to tend to.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear?
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. What did you expect? That no one was going to notice you butting into business that wasn't yours? The guards know who holds the purse strings in this city, and I don't like snoops. Markarth is my city. You have no right looking into my business. Now get out. What? By the gods, veteran! They killed him. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. Shut up. Only the gods can judge me. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Sidna Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little Forsworn rebellion from inside Sidna Mine. Now he's out of control. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanach are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Sidna Mine for this. Now get out of my house! Get out of my house. Now.
I'm just a servant. Don't pay me any mind.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
I spill just a bit of metal and Mullish takes it out of my hide. The Forsworn? That's right, I'll say it. We all knew. Even that fat-headed slave-driving Mullish knew. Just ask him about it. Another honest man lost in all this madness. And for what? All right then.
They don't like us talking to people when we work. Really should talk to Mullish if you have a problem with one of the workers.
Can't you see I'm working? Beat it.
Can I help you? Warrens ain't for you. Trust me. The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the Divines you can choose to live somewhere else. Oh yes, I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. All right then.
You don't want to be here. No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia. Need something?
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. You'll listen to this. Come on, let's see what you're made of. Sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders.
oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line. You're not one of my workers. What are you doing here? Oh yes, Wayland. Bastard could have at least gone crazy after we made our silver quota. Every other day, seems one of the laborers runs off to the hills saying he'll join the Forsworn. You don't like the Nords? Fine. But pledging your whole life to killing them, that's just dumb.
By the gods, it's true, isn't it? A dragon has attacked Whiterun. How could mere men bring down such a beast? As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from the
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver.
Beware the region northeast. Across the river. Forsworn have taken refuge in Broken Tower Redoubt. Red Eagle Redoubt.
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
Wait. It's okay, my dear. Send him in.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
Yes?
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now, what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, you've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. A monster? No. I'm just a servant. To my king, Madanok. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. He is the King in Rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Sidna Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry. Oh, no, you don't. I'm sorry about my housekeeper. Ah, yes. You've proven... I've been playing this game for almost 20 years. When the uprising... I get his messages, and I hand out... My dear, you will see. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. I'm sorry. I'm not leaving. I'm sorry about my... Now, what is it you want? I've been playing this game for almost 20... When the uprising... I get his messages, and I hand out his... My dear boy, you aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last.
Who's gonna come here? Stand still!
I've been playing this game for almost... Because I don't know how, but he lived. My dear boy, you aren't the first one to have gotten this far. Over here. I'm not leaving.
This is Markov. We warned you. You just had to go and cause trouble. Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanak, until you and Elter started snooping around. Well, you wanted to find the man responsible for those killings. You'll have plenty of time with the King in Rags when you're in Sidna Mine. You'll never leave Markarth. Best you can do.
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself? Sorry's not good enough. Not while my Gleda's still out there alone and afraid. You kidnapped her and sold her to that giant. You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda. And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant. You mentioned something like that when you were running off with my goat. Tell you what, you bring back my goat, and maybe I'll give a damn about your staff. You really don't remember stealing a goat and selling her to a giant? Are you thick? Go get her! At least she's bound to follow you back. You smell just like the fermented feed she likes. You didn't seem to need either to sell Gleda to the giant in the first place. I think you'll figure it out. Okay. Most of what you said didn't make sense, but you left a note. The only bit I could read said, after repaying Isolde in Whiterun. That's all I know.